and show you guys how to phone jam, what a phone jam is. We'll get your first 5 appointments and we will get you guys off here. So let me get a volunteer. Let me get a reader. Sarah, could you read for me? Cool. I'm going to go ahead and queue up my screen, and then you can just start at the top here, training appointments.
Training appointments. Your success during your first week with Vector will be determined by quantity of MAC appointments. It's a number game. More MAC appointments equals more sales. Show your best customers first. Top 5 customers. Tip.
Does that sound familiar to anybody? Hopefully it does. All right, cool. Keep going.
Tips for scheduling first weekend appointments. Don't ever emphasize Cutco on the phone. Your purpose of your call is to schedule an appointment. Cutco is incredible, but they won't understand how great it is until they see it. Speak direct.
I'm gonna stop you on almost all these. Okay. All right. So first thing is, don't overemphasize Cutco on the phone. You are not a telemarketer. Okay. Telemarketers are people that sell things on the phone. You ain't trying to sell anything in the phone. Everyone got that? We're not trying to sell people stuff on the phone. You don't need to tell them how good it is. They don't even really need to know what the product is. All you're doing is just calling them and asking them if they'd be down to hop on Zoom with you for 30 to 45 minutes. That's it. Okay. That's why you're calling. Not to tell them about Cutco, not to tell them how about good it is. I just always have some reps that are like so excited that they're just like, oh my gosh, Ms. Jones, you're going to love it, blah, blah. Like, okay, don't sell on the phone. We're not telemarketers. So all we're trying to do is just schedule an appointment. We'll talk and sell on the actual presentation there. Okay. Let's keep going. You got Sarah.
Speak directly to who you want to schedule. Don't rely on messages to friends. Don't text.
That means who in the family? Who do we want to talk to?
The mom.
Mom, the wife. Okay. So that means, number one, don't try to book the appointments through your friends if you're trying to see the mom. Okay. Number two, don't try to don't book appointments with the dads. The mom's the one that knows the schedule of the house. She's the one that knows the schedule of the kids. She's the one you're trying to sit down and do the presentation with. Like, don't call Joey and try to have Joey set up the appointment with his mom. If you're going to do the appointment with Joey's mom, then get Joey's mom's number and then do the appointment with her. That's why, by the way, tonight you want to work on getting those phone numbers. So tomorrow you can just call the person that you're trying to do the presentation with, not try to like go through somebody else that way too. And you don't want to call your friends to ask them if you can do presentations with their parents. You just want to call your friends to get the phone numbers of their parents and then ask the parents if you can do the presentations with them, not like go through them. Cool. Keep going.
Don't text to set up initial appointments. Not very professional. Leads to miscommunication. Create the right habits and call. Speak with the wife on the phone. Target customers and easier to schedule.
Yeah, let me speak on this one real quickly. Guys, don't text to set up your appointments. I know, look, especially with a lot of your top customers, a lot of them aren't close to you, and you could probably just send a text and book an appointment like that. Booking appointments over text, they're easy to book. They're also easy to cancel. Okay. So number one, you won't be able to text recommendations. You have to actually call those people. So I want you guys getting the good habits now of like calling people the right way. Number two is that just again, appointments that you book over text lead to a lot of like I always can tell people that book appointments over text because all their appointments get canceled. They'll leave with 20, they get like 6 done. I'm not even joking on those numbers, by the way. That's really what happens. So make sure you can book your appointments over the phone call. It's a lot more professional and it just sets up the appointment in a lot better of a way. Keep going, Sarah.
Stress the fact that it's not a question of buying or selling. Many people will tell you, you can show me, but I'm not going to buy anything. Respond by saying, that's okay. I get paid anyways, and I need as many appointments as possible. Always give a choice or 2 times.
All right, hold on. I'm going to stop again. By the way, lots of people say this. Who are the types of people, by the way, that say that? Say something like, all right, Alessandro, you can come over, but I'm just letting you know now, I'm not going to get anything, okay? Who are the types of people that say that?
Maybe someone that already owns? No.
Think about it logically. You guys got it.
More like people who kind of like don't really want to spend their money, but they got it to spend. From what I've seen.
It's the people that spend the most money, always. Meaning, all right, let me just put that in context for you guys. Look, there's certain people in the world that say no a lot. Do they really have a problem telling people no? No, they just say it. They're just like, no, I don't want to. They like the people that like don't have a problem saying no, don't feel like they need to let you know ahead of time that they're not going to say yes. Okay. It's the people that like, you have to think about it this way. When they say, all right, you can come over, but I'm just letting you know, I'm not going to buy anything. Okay. Are they saying that for you or for who? For them. Okay, because those are people that always buy stuff. Those are your biggest spenders. Those are your easiest sales, by the way, almost every single time. Not always, but like that's like, the equivalent of the girl that goes to the store and it's like, oh, I'm not buying anything, and then comes back from the mall and it's like, oh, everything was on sale, And anyways, it's just that when you hear that, don't take it personally. In fact, usually in my mind, I'm kind of like, good customer. Those are usually your best customers. In fact, those are usually the biggest sales more often than not too. But the way you respond to that is just, hey, Ms. Jones, no big deal. I get paid just to show it. So, I just need to do as many appointments as possible. You don't feel obligated to get anything. And then you'll hop in here. Okay. Here's the last thing. Always give a choice of 2 times. And let me explain the mentality here. Here's something for y'all to understand is that people are natural procrastinators. Okay. One thing that you'll realize, I know a lot of y'all are younger on this call. You're going to realize that adults are just like kids. They just grew up and got a little bit older. Okay. Like there's still like your parents trying to make it seem like there's something wrong with your generation, but, or like you'll hear things like y'all procrastinate too much. Okay. Adults procrastinate just as much. People procrastinate. Human beings are natural procrastinators. If people are given an option, like y'all ever had that one class in college, maybe where there's like a project due at the end of the semester and that's the whole class, right? When does everyone start working on that project?
Last minute.
Yeah, the last possible second that they can do and still get it on time. Okay, that's pretty much every single person. Adults are the same way. If people are given an opportunity to, people will always push things back to the last possible second that they can. Okay, so if you just say, hey, I'm just trying to do some presentations, they're going to say, call me back in a week. Call me back at the beginning of the next year. Call me back in like a month or 2 from now. Okay, if you give them an option, they will push it back. So you always have a goal and you always have a deadline. Hey, Ms. Jones, I'm calling because I'm trying to squeeze in 15 appointments before New Year's Eve. I know you're probably super busy, but I want to know if there's any way you could squeeze me in Tuesday at 6 p.m. or would Friday morning at 10 a.m. work better for you? Hey, Ms. Jones, so again, you always have a goal and you have a deadline. So that goal is what you just came up with, that number, 15, 20, 25, whatever your appointment goal is. And then the deadline is for most of y'all when you're making calls today is Friday. And you always want to book in a 3-day window. The second thing is you have a goal, you have a deadline, and you always offer 2 times. 2 times. Do we want to make it harder or easier for customers to book appointments with us? Easier. Okay. So here's a quick thing. When you're giving times, okay, what's easier, giving them 500 times or giving them 2 times?
2 times.
2 times. And here's, you don't realize this, but when you say, Miss Jones, what time is good for you? Like you don't give them any time. You say, hey, when's a good time for you? You're giving her 500 times. She's going, okay, I can do Wednesday morning, but maybe Wednesday morning would be better than maybe Wednesday afternoon. But then the kids are coming over. Maybe Thursday could work better. Maybe Thursday more. Make it Friday. Can I just give you a call back, Andrew, once I figure out my schedule? That's what you're going to get every single time. So you want to make it easier for people to find a time on the actual call. It's the difference between saying, hey, you want to watch a movie? Let's go on Netflix and find something. And then you're doing that for an hour and you end up watching The Office, or something like that anyways. Versus like, hey, would you rather watch blank or blank? Way faster, easier decision to make. Oh, I don't want to see either one of those. Okay, no problem. Would you rather watch blank or blank? Easier for people to make decisions. Okay. You want to make it easier for them to schedule appointments. So we always have a goal. We always have a deadline. We always offer 2 times. If those don't work, we offer 2 more times. Never offer 1 time. Never say, when works well for you, Miss Jones? When's a good time for you? Because again, you're just making it a lot harder for them to like find a time versus them just being like, I can't do that. I can't do that one. Sure. Versus like, when's the best time? It's like, I don't know. I've got a lot going on. Make sense to everybody? Cool. All right, let's go into the actual approach here. So you always have a goal, you always have a deadline, and you always have 2 times. Last thing, guys, is it typically takes about 4 or 5 phone calls to book a presentation. If you want to book up 5 calls, most people are going to make about 20 phone calls tonight. Now, keep in mind, more than half of them are not going to answer the phone. So if you make 4 phone calls, probably 2 people don't answer, 2 people probably do answer, and one of them you book a presentation with, the other one maybe is traveling, and they tell you to call them back next week. That's typical averages. Some of y'all will call 5 people, all 5 answer, you book them, you're done. That's great. Some of y'all will call 5 people, none of them answer. They're all at the same family dinner. I'm trying to getting a hold of people. It just depends on the timing and things like that too. We usually call in waves. So if you want to go to phoning, again, there is a Spanish phone approach here if you want to follow along. But we're just going to go down right to this section. I'll go ahead and book up an appointment real quickly. And then someone else will book up an appointment with me real quickly. So, all right, who wants to be my Mrs. Jones? I'll book an appointment with you. Who can be my who can I book a presentation with? I'll just use I'm gonna call it Karen. Can I use it? You don't have to do the phone approach. I'm gonna book one with you.
Okay.
Cool. I'll here, let me pull it up. Ring, ring, ring. Hi, Miss Jones. This is Andrew Evans calling. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. And you?
I'm doing great. How's the family doing from the holidays?
Everything's good.
Yeah, and how's little Jimmy? I heard he broke his arm.
Oh yeah, he's doing better now.
He's recovering?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, the reason why I'm calling is because I just started a great new job showing Cutco. As part of my training, I'm required to put on some initial training appointments. So you don't have to buy anything because I get paid just to show it, but I can do presentations right over the phone. You just need to be in front of a laptop or a computer at home. I wanted to get in 21 appointments by this upcoming Friday to hit my goal. So I just wanted to know if I could schedule a call with you sometime on Tuesday at 6 p.m. or would Wednesday, like in the morning at 9 a.m. work better for you?
I think Wednesday's better.
Wednesday at 9 a.m. works all right? Great. Thanks a ton. This really means a lot to me. Do you have a piece of paper and a pen nearby?
Okay, yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to write down, again, it's Andrew Evans. Obviously, I know you already know my name, but it's Andrew Evans. And then I got you down for Wednesday at 9 a.m.
Perfect.
And then will Mr. Jones be available, by the way?
No, he's working.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Is there a better time that maybe he would be available, or just is he working most of the day?
I think Thursday, like during the afternoon.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna keep it at the same time, but you get the idea. We could change it if you wanted to. All right, cool. So Miss Jones, thank you so much for helping me out with this. I'm really looking forward to catching up. I know this doesn't mean a lot to you, but it does mean a ton to me. So just thank you so much. I'm gonna send you a confirmation email, by the way. Can I get your email address?
Yeah, sure.
What is it?
It's Karen@gmail.com.
Karen@gmail.com. Great, Miss Jones. I'll email you tonight, and then I'll text you a reminder tomorrow. And then I'll call you exactly at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. So please don't forget about me.
Okay, glad to help.
All right, awesome. Have a great day. Bye. Cool. All right, let's get some snaps and some claps for Karen. Nice work. Thanks for role playing with me, guys. But it's really, really simple. The first step is just you call them, catch up for a little bit, not too long. Don't be one of those people that spends like 20 minutes catching up. Like just catch up with them real briefly. It's about 3 sentences to ask for the presentation. And then the most important part is this part, making sure the appointment actually happens, making sure you get their email, making sure they write it down their schedule. They don't forget about it. This is the most important part. This part's the easier part here too. So, and then they could ask some questions. They're down here. It's all pretty much there for you. Who wants to give it a shot? Book an appointment with me. I'll be Miss Jones real quickly, and then we'll move on. Who wants to, let's see, give it a shot here? Jasper, you got it? Or sorry, yeah, Jasper, you want to do it? Oh man, yeah.
I had a quick question about it says here that you'd like to like book a phone call where you can talk on the phone. But any of these meetings are gonna be on Zoom, right?
Yep, exactly. You'll send them the Zoom link. I mean, you could say Zoom call,
Okay.
phone call, either one works.
And we just set up our own like Zoom call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our own
Yep, I'll show you how
person.
to do that tomorrow. Good question. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, so hold off. Jelena, did you want to read, or did you want to? Did you have a question?
I wanted to read.
Okay, cool. All right, you got it. I'm gonna be Miss Jones. All right.
Okay.
All righty. All right. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Or you just call.
All right. Hi, Mr. Evans. This is Jelena. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, Jelena. How are you?
Well, I'm good. Well, the reason I'm calling you is because I just started a great job at Cutco, and as a
Nice.
part of my training, I'm required to put on some initial training appointments.
Okay.
So you don't have to buy anything because I get paid just to show it. I do presentations right over the phone. You just need to be right in front of a laptop or computer at home.
All right.
Well, I want to do 20 appointments by Friday to hit my goal. So I wanted to know if you would like to schedule a call. Wait, wait, I read the thing. Hold on. Can I start over, please?
You're good. Just start where you left off.
I'm sorry.
You want to know if you can schedule a what?
I wanted to know if you would like to schedule an appointment with me on Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Would that be better for you?
Can you offer me 2 times?
Or you can also schedule an appointment on Friday at 3:30 p.m. as well.
Thursday at 3 works great.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Like, this really means a lot to me. I know this might not mean a lot to you, but this really does mean a lot to me. By any chance, do you have a piece of paper or pen nearby?
Yeah, let me grab one.
Okay. Will Mrs.
Let me
Evans
grab it. Okay, I got it.
will Mr. Evans be available too?
Yeah, he should be there.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for helping me with this. I'm really looking forward to catching up. I know this doesn't mean a lot to you, but it means a ton to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Okay, Mrs. Evans, I'm going to send you a confirmation email. Can you email your address, please? I mean, can I have your email address?
Yeah, it's I love knives at gmail.com.
Great. I'll email you tonight and I'll send you a reminder. Then I'll call you at exactly 8 a.m. So please don't forget about me.
All right, let's get some claps and snaps here. So, Jelena, nice work. You crushed that. That was great. Good voice inflection too, by the way. That's a lot better than most people do their first round. Only little tip that I could give you a tip is just when you say, hey, so I wanted to know, don't say, so I wanted to know if you would like to schedule a call with me. It's say, so I wanted to know if I could schedule a call with you on blank, or would blank work better for you? And just always, this is why you want to have your schedule times already there, so you know which times you can offer. And as you book appointments, you'll fill them in on the schedule sheet. That way you already know, okay, boom, I got this one and this one. You just offer 2 times. So nice work. Nice work, Jelena. All right, ladies and gents, they could ask some questions. They're down here. If you need to do it in Spanish, it is, where'd it go? Up here. Okay, so you have the Spanish phone approach there as well. All we're going to do real quickly, guys, it's 5:45. We're going to teach you how to phone jam, what a phone jam is. We'll get your first 5 appointments, and then you guys can hop off here as soon as you get your first 5. A lot of y'all should be able to hop off here before 6:30. Some of y'all, this will only take like 15, 20 minutes to actually get some of these booked up. Friendly reminder just for your assignments tonight. Okay, assignments tonight is number 1. The most important assignment that you will do in your entire career is to work tonight, spending a little bit of time getting the what?
Confidence.
Well, that confidence, yes. But the phone numbers, okay, for the people that you have down on your list. So on those levels, 20, 40, 80. The next assignment is to book 5 demos, which we'll do here before you guys get off. And then you want to make sure you get a call with the manager. So we're going to break off into a phone jam here right now with the Q app. So to make calls on Q, what you can do is you'll see there's going to be a direct dial pad. So if you look down here.
Now, the first thing you're probably going to want to do when you download Q. Now, the best way to use Q is always to add your contacts first, and then you can call them with just a couple texts in the contact section. But if you're really in a rush to call people that you haven't uploaded yet, you can call them and add them to your contacts as you call them. So to do that, you head to the direct dial and just put in the number of the person you want to call.
So that's all you guys have to do, by the way. And then
So
once you
let's
do
say
that,
I wanted to
you'll
call this
you'll
person.
call
At
the
this point,
person,
if it wasn't on my computer,
and then it will call them in the app, and you'll have a couple different options: redial, appointment book, decline, call back, no answer. Redial. Here's what I recommend. I always would redial if they don't answer. It's called double tapping. Don't redial more than once. Like, you can call back twice. Don't call them 3 times. It's kind of obnoxious. But if they don't answer, call them right back. Most people don't answer, especially numbers that they don't know. And even me, like my dad calls me, I usually don't answer it. He calls twice, I answer it right away. Look, so just I would double tap if they don't answer. If they do answer, you'll hit this appointment booked, and you'll schedule the time that they booked the appointment. Decline would be you're deleting them from the app, meaning they don't want to, they told you no, they would not help you out. That's very rare. Most people will be like a no answer, or they'll tell you, hey, call me back later, or you'll book an appointment with those people. And you just put it there, and then you go over to the next person. Easy as that. Once you get 5 appointments booked up in queue, again, if you want to keep going and book up more, you totally can. You can get to 10. I will give you guys an announcement, by the way, tonight. Anyone that gets to 10 appointments before training starts tomorrow, if you show up tomorrow and you already have 10 booked, whether you do that today in training, tonight, or tomorrow morning, if you have 10 when you show up tomorrow, I'm going to give each of you guys about $50 worth of free Cutco products here, just automatically. We'll hook you guys up with the veggie peeler, and you will have that thing. It's bad. It might be a little nice gift for, like, I don't know, mom or Christmas or something like that too. We'll have belated, or you can use it for yourself. Either way, automatic prize. We'll hook you guys up with that too tomorrow if you show up with 10 appointments, and you'll make a lot more money because you have more appointments booked up for your first weekend here too. So all we're going to do is help you get your first 5. As soon as you get your first 5 appointments, post it into the chat. And what will happen is Jonathan can actually get you, or me or Jonathan will schedule a quick call with you. Just make sure that you touch base with either myself or Jonathan before we wrap up training today. That way we can actually get everyone taken care of, and make sure you're set up for tomorrow the correct way. But that's the main assignments, ladies and gents. We're going to have a contest tomorrow. I'm going to give away some free Cutco. So the first person that books an appointment tonight will get 3 entries into that raffle. But you have to actually do the whole approach. You can't be like, well, I'm trying to 5. Okay, cool. Hang up. You have to actually do the phone approach the right way and have a full call and make sure that you firm it up and get the email address accordingly here too. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to rock and roll here in just a second. So everyone open up your Q app and get whoever is the easiest person to call first. I would focus on getting your top 5 scheduled, but if you have someone that's easy to call first, I would do that first. And by the way, just give you guys a little bit, if anyone's got some nerves or something like that too, guys, it's really, don't even worry about it. Look, let me just tell you how my first phone call went. The first time I started this is literally how my first phone call went. I said, let me just show this. I called my grandma, and I literally read off the paper, and I go, hey, grandma. She goes, hey, Andrew. I'm like, hey, grandma, how are you? Visit catch up for a bit. She's like, what? And I was like, oh, gosh. And then there was about, 6, 7 awkward seconds of silence. She goes, Andrew, are you reading from a paper? I was like, yes, ma'am, I am. And she's like, there's like another 5 seconds of awkward silence. And she goes, so are you going to finish or what? And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess. Okay. So I kept reading, and then whatever. My second phone call went like this. I go, hey, Miss Sanders. She goes, hey, Andrew, what's up? Hey, I'm going to read off a paper. Okay. She goes, what? I said, hey, Miss Sanders, this is Andrew calling. How are you? And she goes, I'm good, Andrew. How are you? And I'm like, I'm great. Well, the reason why I'm calling is because I just started a great new job. Like, I literally told her, I was like, hey, I'm just going to read off this thing. Just listen to me. Okay. So I don't really care what you do, but make sure you're following the approach so you get the hang of it too. First 1 or 2 are funky. By your 3rd or 4th phone call, you're like, all right, this is easy. I got this. It's the same way with doing the presentation. First 1 or 2, you're like reading it, which is why we'll get some extra practice tomorrow. But after that, you usually should feel really, really good. So go ahead and open up your phones, get out whoever is the easiest person to call first. If it's mama, if it's aunt, uncle, one of your best friend's parents, whoever's easiest, get them dialed up on the dialer. And as soon as you book an appointment, you're going to go ahead and post it into the chat as soon as you book one. And then you can post again once you get your first 5. Once you get your first 5, we can get you off of here for the day. So everybody go ahead and get out whoever's that first person, and we will get started in